Okay, we are back at the World Cup. The game has just started, so a bit ahead of time. It was announced. I'll just have 30 seconds for each deck here before we jump into it. So the Catalonia Tark crossing deck is tough to deal with because it's basically a rush deck, as crossing usually is, that also plays first snow and march to the wall. So if you don't set up any bigs, you could be in trouble. And if you do, you could get marched also. So it's not that fun. And then it mixes that with aggro, of course, Mad King's Command and playing Blood of My Blood to increase the number of characters. Fury of the Kalasar, Aegon into the usual, right, raiding Kalasar. So and then 2 copies of Pinch. It's really difficult to deal with, as this Skull Drogo that keeps characters in play once they are basically cheated in, and then of course crossing likes many characters and can go quickly and can go aggressively, and I fear that Martell Aloof is not the best equipped for that. Has 2 Desert Raiders, does not have the no military plot in this one, and it's version that plays summon always stealth. So I don't know. Canceling first snow, canceling Mad King's Command actually sounds pretty like a pretty good deal, but you also have to get that. Of course, you don't have draw because you can take secret schemes uh, along with that event. But if Martell gets aboard, things go quickly here as well, right? There's Duran's game and there's Mass Renown with Old Hawk plus the Viper triggers, so could be very interesting indeed. So, and what's the reset? Nothing at all. Okay, so sounds like fun. So let's jump into it. So this is the opening round, marshalling phase. So Behest into Late Summer Feast. Sees that it's not the first snow opening, and the Gates brings some additional econ. Well, Doran is here, so everything will have a lot of strength, and Anders is here with Intimidate going first, and the Viper is here. So couldn't have been a better start, honestly, for USA to deal with the threats that the Tark crossing deck has. On the other hand, going first, you can't really pass because you have Intimidate and the Viper, right? And you will get power on the faction card, and yeah, if you kneel out too much, then crossing also gains a lot of power. Good cards. Probably hold off on that womb trigger, right? Unless something needs to die. Well, triggers it immediately. And do you defend with both? No. That means that it's a win by 3, which can intimidate me Sunday. Summer plot is revealed, but Ago, well, he stands himself. That's as good as anything, honestly, so should be able to do challenges back. Now, do we pass here and wait for like a quick win with within a round or two, so that you're not also conceding power back? Or are we starting just see how much you can get for the Viper and putting Targ under pressure? The Viper ideally wants to attack in a big challenge, right, with Duran and Tristan, but then I think you're conceding more than you're getting, honestly. They are not getting any power on defense though, so yeah, passes here. I think that's sensible. I mean, you wait for to the spears, right, and 3 plots in the used pile, and then Viper trigger, the runs game trigger, and can win quickly. So this is either unopposed or the Viper defends. Since it's also a Danny trigger, maybe just defend this one, no? And now they have all the icons. The Viper can defend this one, and then the other two can defend the last one, which then might not be initiated because there's the insight on defense, but then there's also Light Summer Feast, so... Ooh, okay. This way around. That also makes complete sense, actually. Guaranteed insight on Doran, even if this one is passed, but now it's not gonna be passed. So instead gonna grab another card. Now, do we have Someone Always Tells? Is the question. He's not gonna be scared of first now that much, although if you leave your board without dupes, then claim does hurt actually. Raiding Kalasar into the discard pile. But Matkin's command is maybe slightly more problematic, okay. Tristain into some Rihanna or Howard Hawk here. Or if nothing else, dupe one of the bigs, right? Yeah. That's perfectly fine. Marshal's nothing? Yeah, okay, that's a misclick, I thought so. A lot of icon. That's it. Well, if you have nothing, you have nothing, but could be also that gold is for something. Princess Plan, for instance. It's not amazing though, has to be said. Especially since there are other characters that survive first now in the deck, so would have liked one of those, I think. But misses on air and it's not in hand, so... Targ Loyalist. He's gonna probably consider that Someone Always Tells could be played, so not necessarily gonna not marshal small characters if that's what he has in hand, right? Although at this point, it happens, yeah. It's one Attendant and one Tristain going to hand. Sure, he was hoping for more damage with first now. So now, I think there would have been a pause for first now if Someone Always Tells was in hand, so you can probably speculate that it isn't at the moment, and Woom misses. Woom's been missing this weekend, missed for the USA a couple of times when they badly needed it last night. That hurts. 3 golds left. Could have a Blood of My Blood. And And something has to die. Oh, not the best. Now what? I mean, Targ's under some pressure here. Probably wasn't planned to have Ago killed, especially not in a matchup where there's summer plots going around. So must not have much. So I think attacking is fair enough. Probably won't get hit that hard on the way back. Five one. But can't do all three challenges unless something else comes in. So I think power. Intrigue. And Missandei was in play, right? So reserve and can chuck Missandei away at the end of the round. Okay. It's not bad, but still no third challenge from what I can see. But brings it to 5-5. I think Martell has quicker closing power though. Targs is a bit at a time. Just round one raiding Kalasar away, which I think that Fury of the Kalasar to Claimer into raiding Kalasar is pretty decent for big swings. Wonder if there's another one. But Martell's board looking a lot healthier this second. Could that Blood of My Blood play not have been done so that Kohola was claimed instead of Ago? Yeah, wants to march one of them. I mean, they're all really good, to be fair. Summon always tells not available unless it was drawn with insight. Then you have to play Littlefinger's Meddling to cancel march. And close call draws an extra card, but doesn't resurrect anything. Nothing's died. I mean, he clearly doesn't have the best hand either, because he's capped at 4 gold and played nothing with it. So but then, yeah, what can you play, honestly? I mean, To the Spear is not ready yet. Princess Plan was also didn't have a chance to play that because he was winning all the challenges and then everything was knelt. And yeah, Summon Always Status is the one, really. Arstan can kneel, right? She's still a lady. Tristane can return Kohola, right? That's quite a hit. Is he still in hand? Ooh, he was discarded. Was he the intrigue pull? Because that's with Kohola going around, that's a pretty good hit. Ooh. Yeah, that's Ariane Martell. Still coming in. A lot of gold actually still available. Can bring out 2 6-casters because Aloof still there and Great Hall and the Attendant. Well, next best thing. The moment there's 2 renown. So big they're gonna be difficult to intimidate. Then you do want to attack with the Viper and well, let's see what comes in first. But I was gonna say you also need to be a bit careful because it's not that fun to get pinched, right? So 1 card in shadows and 1 gold left. Don't think he would have played in Doran's name if there wasn't another big coming in. Maybe he has choices. Or maybe he wants to play the Princess plan a few times. Yeah, so Man King's Command's not doing anything this game. We have to just play this. This time something comes in, okay. And 4 gold left. So there's 2 things to defend against, pinch and intimidate. Not like intimidate on the Viper is solving all of the problems. There's renown on Old Hawk and Milario, and Doran's game is a possibility. So that's borderline 15. So yeah. Nightmares on Doran gets rid of all the renown. Or on Old Hawk, but on Doran I think also gets rid of the strength. Except except if Princess Plan is played. Then you can still get that. But this is not a pinch threat at the moment. At the moment, Kohola is still standing. Tristane was a really good hit. Kohola is 1 character it can just get, and Edric Dane is the other. Okay. I mean, Doran's game on defense sucks just as much, but spending Kohola to lose by 1 is not fun, so what do we have? Doran's game on defense. Yep. Up to 11 just from that. I think Martell's winning this. Okay, what was that? What's with Kohola? Yeah. Just Jogo attacking, right? Kohola makes it 8, which can intimidate Melario. Can try to intimidate on the power challenge instead. Yeah, has that as well, that's rough. It can just be played on Ricasso or something, or on Doran himself, and he's gonna grab Renown here as well. Well, she already had Renown. Lord, is it? No, just each Martell character. So yeah, I would have considered just playing it on a different one, but you also kind of want to win on defense. But it is +5, so spending everything though to do this. Could have played that Nightmares earlier to not get Doran's game, honestly. Could even have won, right, with Kohola. Pretty sure this is still borderline over. It's up to 11, but how much can Martell get here by attacking with... is it better to attack with all of them in one challenge, assuming there's no two spears, or is it better to waste one first? Oh, he's not playing crossing, so doesn't need to waste, he can just do all of them in one. And the biggest one seems to be power to me. So that's 14, that's should be 2 for the Viper, 1 for claim. Viper has Renown also, okay, that's game. Yeah. Needed to play that Nightmares to stop the run's game, but then I'm sure Martin would have played the run's game on attack, so maybe could have got some better intimidate or something. So yeah, I mean, to get such a great position into first snow, I don't know how repeatable it is. I have not tested it. I'm just going by theory here that it was not the fun one for Martell, but they got the cards here, so now USA can close, and I think they have a favorable last game, but it's not by any means now to win or anything like that. It's another one where I'm just guessing. I did not see it, but actually we played Greyjoy Winter against Lenny Wolf in the group stage against Catalonia, yeah. Obviously not exactly the same deck, and that was a super close game, and actually Catalonia misplayed that quite a bit, and we just grinded it out. I mean, it was kind of stalled with no characters on 13 power for a couple of rounds, and I think we should have lost with optimal play that one, but managed to win. So I think actually maybe Catalonia does have a chance. So don't know. Let me check if there's any plans to play the next one earlier than scheduled. Doesn't seem so, so I think we'll do the same thing, right? End the stream and rejoin when the game starts. I'll be watch out for this on Discord. I'll see when the game's starting and I'll post again that we are going live. But let's take a break here for dinner, and we'll see the deciding game. So USA already has 4 at least, but Catalonia needs to win this one, and then presumably tomorrow, whatever is the Champions game, to stay in the tournament. Otherwise, we'll have a very surprising final. Perhaps not USA as much. They were one of the, let's say, tier 2 favorites behind, I would say, China, Catalonia, maybe Austria on paper, but Norway a bit more surprising on the other side. So thank you for watching this one, and see you quite soon if it proceeds as scheduled in about 50 minutes.